No, yeah.
Yes, just 2 seconds. Where are you wanting it?
Captain! Captain, please!
So look, just use it for me, yeah, go for it.
Switch on, Blacks, let's go, one throw, go, let's go!
The director.
Hello, and you're very welcome to the live stream here of the Scottish Senior Final between Glasgow Gaels and Dunedin Connollys of Edinburgh. Condition-wise, it's quite windy. Wind is going right across the pitch. We'll get this going with giving you the teams for today, and we'll start with the reigning league champions, which is Dunedin Connollys. In goal, we have Adam McKeever. Number 2, we have Damien McGrain. Number 3, we have Brendan Parson. Number 4, we have Kevin Carr. Number 5, Padraig Meehan. Number 6, we have number 7, Ian Doyle. Number 8, Barry Ryan. Number 9, Jane Collins. Number 10, Enda Newton. Number 11, Liam Salmon. Number 12, doesn't seem to be number 12 on the team sheet. Number 13, Colin Callanan. Number 14, Daniel Plaster. And 15, we have Kyle O'Leary. And the Glasgow Gaels team for today, we have in goal, Conor McCulloch. Number 2, Lee Shields. Number 3, Jack Brennan. Number 4, Damien McCoy. Number 5, Aaron Davis. Number 6, Paul Duffy. Number 7, Joe McKee. Number 8, Luke Roach. Number 8, and captain today, Fergal Knievy. Number 10, Shane O'Brien. Number 11, Dean Tighe. Number 12, Liam Ryan. Number 13, Dave McGovern. Number 14, Callan Copeland. And number 15, Darren Ashmore. So both teams are just getting into their final huddle before we get the game going. Last year, Edinburgh won the league final by a point. Glasgow went on to win the championship last year and the British Championship, so we're expecting a great contest here today in a great location at the Sports Hub in Glasgow, the home of Glasgow Gaels, the only 4G full-size Gaelic football pitch in the UK. So we're just waiting on the referee today, Niall Mulvanna from Donegal. He'll be aided, assisted by, I think it might be a first, we have Kostic, who's from Greece, who'll be helping them on the sideline. So about 5 minutes or 2 or 3 minutes before throw-up. So we're just waiting on the captains. We've got Fergal Knievy, number 9, who's the captain for the Gaels today. Edinburgh just in their huddle. Conditions-wise, it's very, very windy here in Clydebank, and the wind itself seems to be going right across the pitch. We believe there's a late change on the Glasgow Gaels team. Number 17, Jack O'Connor, is coming in for Dave McGovern. So it looks like the Gaels will be shooting into the far goal, and any breeze that there is seems to be favouring the Gaels in the first half. Teams are lining out. Just checking to see if there's any late changes on the Dunedin Connollys team. And they seem to be lining out as advertised in their team sheets. So just waiting on the referee here, make sure both teams are behind the 45 before we throw in the ball. No other changes on the Gaels team except for that late change, Jack O'Connor in for Dave McGovern. About to get underway here. Referee is blowing his whistle, or about to blow his whistle, and the ball's in. Hey Jen, how you doing? All good? So Dunedin Connollys are on the attack here, number 15. Number 9. The corner, just maintaining possession. Back out to number 8. 11 breaking through. That's his first attempt at goal. That's a score for Edinburgh with their first attack. So that's 1 point to no score to Edinburgh. So as we said, any breeze that we have seems to be favouring Glasgow Gaels in the first half. This is another ball on the pitch. No other late changes. Gaels have gone long with the first kick out. Gathered by Edinburgh again. Out to the wing. Yeah, both teams seem to be in a bit of transition. Last year, obviously, the Gaels won the British Championship, and they had Jimmy Tracy and Damon McGovern, who were there for a long time, who stepped away, and a few players that have hung up their boots. But yeah, Glasgow Gaels definitely have a few new players, and Dunedin Connollys as well seem to be a few new players and a new manager this year as well. So, be interesting to see how both teams adjust. Just for anyone listening in, the Scottish League is probably different to a lot of leagues. There's only 2 senior teams in the Scottish Senior League or Championship, which is Edinburgh and Glasgow. So this will be probably the first time they've played each other this year, and it just happens to be the league final. Jen, obviously you'll probably know a little bit better about the structures within Scotland GAA around the junior and the intermediates.
Can you hear me now? Sorry about that. So yeah, it was in 2019 we went to the 3-tier structure to make sure that everyone who wanted to play got a chance. There was a point for Edinburgh there as well, but everyone who got a chance to play did, and it's been really successful, and we've come away every season after having 3 very, very competitive finals. So I think overall it's been a success.
That's great. So as Jen said there, Edinburgh another point, so that's 2 points to no score to Edinburgh, who seem in the initial stages to be on top. Just a kick out here for the Gaels. We've gone long again. Gaels have possession, worked up. Liam Ryan here, fantastic footballer on the wing, playing to Damien McCoy. Referee's given an advantage there, so Gaels will have a bit of time here. That's the advantage over to Dean Tighe, to Darren Ashmore. Good play by the Gaels. Shane O'Brien here, 2 on goal for the Gaels. It's a beautiful finish.
Lovely finish. Shane is probably one of the most versatile players that you'll see on that pitch. Workhorse.
Yeah, really good transition there from the Gaels. So obviously doing the kick out, kind of work through the phases, and then obviously Shane making a run through there. So Gaels back in, and so that's 1 goal to the Gaels, 2 points to Edinburgh. Edinburgh have gone along with the kick out into the middle of the field. 50-50 there. Obviously Edinburgh have the ball. Referee's giving a free into Edinburgh. Bit of a tussle there. Referee's moved it forward. Played quickly by Edinburgh into the corner.
Now the wind will be a big factor in this game. Lots of balls will go astray.
Yeah, Gaels working it out here, doing well. Worked it out to this year's captain, Fergal Kenevi, to Shane O'Brien. Edinburgh seem to be pushing hard on the kickouts there. Referee's given a free for a tug in the back. Gaels have played it forward into Jack O'Connor, who originally wasn't down on the team sheet to start. Full, and that's a free to the Gaels. So we have Jack O'Connor, obviously used to play with Edinburgh before he moved to Glasgow. And we also have Brendan Parsons, who started off his football career with the Glasgow Gaels, but when he moved to Edinburgh, joined in with them. So we have Dean Tighe here taking the free, usually quite accurate, off the ground with that breeze. He's kicking right into that breeze. Takes his time, strikes the ball well. That's an excellent score. That's a great kick in these conditions. That's an excellent score. 1-1 to the Gaels, 2 points to Edinburgh.
And Jack O'Connor actually player of the match in last year's championship final. So a good carry there for him.
Yeah, he'd be quick telling you about it as well, but yeah, very good player on his day. So kick out here to Edinburgh into the middle of the park. Claimed by Edinburgh.
That there, number 11, that's Liam Salmon. He's also their chairperson. He's done great work over there this year.
Coming into the keeper, well claimed by the keeper, plays it out to Liam Ryan. Working through the phases again. Does well into Dean Tighe. Gaels maintaining possession. Doing well, sensible under the ball. Lee Shields there. Who's graduated from the juniors this year. Bad while by the Gaels. Be a kick out to Edinburgh.
It's great seeing the boys moving through the tiers as they are currently.
Yeah, I suppose the good thing with the structures that you have in Scotland is that with the changes with the junior and the intermediate and the senior that the county board have brought in kind of gives you that structure as well. So a few weeks ago we had the junior league final, which was won by the Glasgow Gaels against Tyrconnell Harps, and we also had the intermediate final, the junior final was won by Glasgow Gaels, and Tyrconnell Harps won the intermediate final against Edinburgh. And you might have one or two players crossing over for both clubs who played in the intermediate or junior final playing today, so it's great to see. We've got another free in here for the Gaels. Dean Tighe, his confidence should be quite high. Probably has a slight breeze behind him, kicking in. Connects well, might be a little bit short. Edinburgh keeper walking it out. Plays it out to the wing to number 12. Gains possession. Good work by Shane O'Brien, but referee judged that was didn't tackle correctly. So just a little bit about the history of Scotland GAA here. So Edinburgh and Glasgow Gaels would be probably the two most successful teams in Scotland over the last probably 10, 11, 12 years. It's either been Glasgow or Edinburgh that have won the championship. And the last team to win the championship outside Edinburgh was actually Tyrconnell in 2012. And there was a late goal, I believe, that they scored the last minute of the game there to win them the championship. But traditionally it's been Edinburgh and Glasgow that have won the championships. And last year, obviously, Gaels won the British Championships. And Edinburgh have also won the British Championships on 2 occasions, I believe. And 3 occasions, I believe. So they've done well once they've got out of Scotland, and last year the Gaels were defeated by Stewartstown Gaels, who got to the final. Actually got beaten by David and Paddy Clifford's team in the final. So good standard football on display here today. So Edinburgh just keeping possession around the 45. Referee will have a tough call. Seemed to be I suppose a shoulder into the chest there, quite dangerous. So we'll see what the referee is going to do here. It's Jack O'Connor with the free. So we'll see what happens here. Niall Mavana, the referee, is also the ref coordinator within Scotland. He's doing a great job this year. He took over from Ronan McCann from previous year, who moved back home. So it's good for Niall to get the experience of refereeing a senior league final here today. Normally we get referees to come over from Ulster, but this year Niall's obviously taking that up. So we'll see what he gives him. So it's a yellow card. It's actually Dean Tighe, not Jack O'Connor. That's given the free. So free into Edinburgh.
So as we sit here, currently we're 2 points to for Edinburgh and 1 goal and 1 point for Glasgow Gaels. Or is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Yeah. Okay. So Liam takes a little bit of time to get up there, and Edinburgh will have possession. Their goalkeeper looks to be taking this free here, Adam McKeever. He's also the county goalkeeper as well. Quite a stalwart for their club.
Yeah, he's been there a few years, Jen, and traditionally he takes a lot of long range frees. Obviously this is just inside the 45. With that breeze though, you're probably looking at probably 50, 55 yards of a free. So be interesting to see how far the ball travels. Takes his time. It's a nice strike, connects well. And that's a nice score. That was a very, very good free kick. So we now have Glasgow Gaels 1-1, Dunedin Connollys 3 points. Another ball on the pitch. So shape-wise, both teams seem to be just sticking to kind of traditionally, it's 15 against 15. Both teams probably have a man sitting back as well, protecting the defences. Ball is claimed in the midfield by Connollys, who moved the ball swiftly out onto the wing by number 10, who's shifting there. He's being tracked by number 7 of the Glasgow Gaels. Takes a shot. By ball.
That number 10, that's Aina Newton. He's had quite a journey back from injury. Did an elbow injury and as well as his ACL, so he's worked really hard to get back.
Yeah, it's good to see him back. He's been with Edinburgh a few years, and fantastic player as well. So Glasgow Gaels here with the kick out. Been a good battle in midfield so far. Just back into the Edinburgh players' hands. Number 5 here, working down the lines. Number 9. He started well from Dunedin, getting on plenty of ball out into the wing. Played in. Shot by 13, and that's another score. So level game here. We have Glasgow Gaels 1-1, Dunedin Connollys 4 points. So it's been open enough, and considering conditions, good few scores already.
That number 13 is Colm Callanan.
So it's quite swamped around the middle. Both teams have middle of the park quite packed. Gaels go long again.
Don't seem to be working for them, that kick out.
Well played with a keeper there. Done well. We have Paul Duffy on the ball there. Proud Mayo man last year, I believe, Gaels captain. So Gaels just failed on the way out. Referee is going to have a word here at number 10. And so straight back into the thick of things after his injury.
Yellow.
Keeper done well there. He done well to kind of bypass the Edinburgh attacker and work the ball out. So Gaels working the ball out through the lines. Jack O'Connor on the ball, who kind of plays in that playmaker role for the Gaels. Gets on plenty of ball. So Gaels just maintaining possession here, just working their way in. Good tackle by number 11 there. Gonna be
Bit of a tussle there.
bit of handbags there. Not much in that. What do you expect to see in a league final? So not sure if the referee will throw the ball up here or what we'll do. He's going to have a word, I think, with both players, maybe. No, he's got to have a word with the Edinburgh player. Referee has started well. So sports up here, Jen. It's been here how many years?
We opened in 2018. It was a concept that 7 years prior to that, so about 2011, came into existence, trying to improve the facilities here in Scotland. Part of that is sharing the pitch as part of a sport hub. So there's football, rugby, and Gaelic played here, as well as hurling.
Yeah, a fantastic facility. I'm very lucky to have it here in Scotland. I don't have shown my age, but I played a bit of football with the Gaels as far back as 2005, when we used to get changed on the side of a road and just playing grass, very long grass. But we're very lucky this year that we've got a lot of good clubs doing a lot of great work. We've got St Ambrose out in Coatbridge. We've got Tyrconnell Harp started doing a lot of great work and a really good facility out in the south side of Glasgow. We've got obviously Dunedin Connollys, who have a good setup with their home pitch. And we've got obviously Aberdeen as well, who are kind of amalgamation of Dundee and Aberdeen with a good setup as well. So it's great to see good facilities in Scotland and the improvement over the years. So Edinburgh just maintaining the ball here, walking through the channels to their corner back, who likes to make his way forward. Good defence by the Gaels, breaking quick here. So Darren Ambrose on the ball here. Doesn't seem to be much in attack for the Gaels. He might have to work it back here. He's swamped by the Edinburgh players, but he's done really, really well there. He's bypassing number 5, still chasing. Done really well there to Liam Ryan. Works it into Dean Tighe. He's within shooting range. white ball there. So Darren done very well there in the wing, worked it back in, just wide there by Dean. So it's been cagey enough start to the game. Both teams are just feeling each other out. A lot of new players in action, but it started well.
It's interesting, only a few months ago they would have all been sort of kind of playing on the same county team together, so they would now get used to playing against each other.
Yeah, we have obviously, there would have been Team Scotland there playing in the kind of British Championships, Jen, is it? And would have played together, so that would be, I suppose, the best players in Scotland come together to represent Scotland. So that's a free in for Edinburgh, number 14 done well there. We just fouled as he took a shot. So about 21 yards out, probably an easy enough free here for the Edinburgh number 15.
It's still level at this point.
Yeah, this score will put Edinburgh up. Played about 15-16 minutes of the first half. Takes his time.
This is a new face as well, Kyle O'Leary.
Yeah, good free, strikes that well. I know it was close in, but in these difficult conditions, that's a good score. So that's Edinburgh up by a score. So I see Aina has switched wings for Edinburgh. He's now on the left-hand side, ball into the middle. Well played by the Gaels. Straight hand pass, so Edinburgh back in possession, back with the number 9 of Edinburgh. So very patient play by both teams, probably when they're in possession, just walking across the field. Number 6 here for the Dunedin Connollys, just walking through. Aina on the ball for Edinburgh. Goes to take his man on. Good challenge by the Gaels, but he keeps possession. Edinburgh through here for a goal. Referee, I think, has given a penalty here. Yeah, penalty to Dunedin Connollys. Seemed to be 50-50, but referee's obviously adjourned that was a free. He's explaining it to the Glasgow Gaels player here. So if this penalty is scored, it will put Dunedin Connollys 4 points up. It's the number 13 off Dunedin taking this penalty. So important time in the match.
So this also is Colm Callanan. He's a new player for Dunedin this year as well, and scores that well.
Yeah, it was a well taken penalty right into the right hand corner. Keeper went the wrong way, so. So small gap between the teams now, 4 points.
It's Dunedin Connollys 1-5, Glasgow Gaels 1-1.
Ball goes long again into the middle. Playing by Edinburgh. Mark not taken. Number 11 on the ball. So they're working quickly through the lines. Dunedin doing well. This number 15 has started really well. Really good challenge there. Number 2 on the ball. Just working their way across. Good run there by number 7. Shoots a little bit short. Okay, so here we have Lee Shields on the ball. Really good basketball player. You'll see it if you look at him closely. You'll see the way he bounces the ball and the kind of transition of basketball and GAA come together. But yeah, he's done really well this year. And it's done well to kind of be promoted from the juniors to the seniors. So Gaels being patient, working up through the lines. He should be back in the ball. To Liam Ryan in the corner. He'll probably take his man on one-on-one here. Walking across. Has a shot. A little bit short. Got it by the Dunedin Connollys goalkeeper. So they'll walk it back out. Yeah, Edinburgh seem to have maybe keeping 2 lads forward at all times. 2 nippy corner forwards who keep going for the ball and doing well. Just walking the ball across. Seem to have plenty of runners as well when they are in possession. Some good movement up front for Dunedin Connollys as well. Number 5 will have a strike here. Might be a little bit ambitious. Keeper done well. Damien Kine the ball. He's been around for a number of years. Really consistent, good player for the Gaels. So 50-50 here. Jack O'Connor gets out in front. Jersey pull. Dean Tighe, he could be through here for the goal, or will he take his point? Has a shot off the post. Very unlucky there by Dean. Tried to scoot around with the kind of inside of his foot. Done well to work it. So well worked by the Gaels there, but Dunedin Connollys are back on the attack here. Ball around halfway line. The song up on the left hand side. Plays it down. Well covered by Damien McCoy. So Gaels being very patient in their attack.
And with the new mark rule, how do you feel it's changed the game then?
Yeah, I think it's. I think teams are still trying to figure out what's the best way to use or operate, and but yeah, I think the complaint with the mark is that sometimes it's taking that skill where you could be doing a 10-yard pass into somebody's chest and they're just picking the ball up, and it's not really a skill as such, and they're being rewarded with a mark for no reason. Yeah, it seems to be working okay. It's with the handbags, we slap in the face there of last year's captain Paul Duffy, so getting a little bit niggly now. There's been a few off the balls that you're probably not catching on camera, but I know the linesman's gone in to have a word with the referee here. So yeah, number 6 of Glasgow Gaels is down, and Shane O'Brien, number 10 of Glasgow Gaels, is down, so maybe a wee chance for players to get a bit on board. Referee's assistant has spoken to him, and I don't know if he's taken any action. I think he's happy enough. I think it was more handbags, to be honest.
And this game can get quite heated at times, especially with these teams playing at such a high level.
Yeah, and the other thing as well is that they're playing each other so regularly. Like if you look at teams even down south, there could be 8 or 9 or 10 teams in the league where you have Edinburgh and Glasgow are the only senior teams in Scotland. So they're playing each other regularly. The competition is fierce. Some may argue, last year there were two best teams in Britain. Glasgow Gaels obviously won the senior championship final last year, but Edinburgh won the league. So they're all really close games. There's never more than a bounce of the ball between both teams. So yeah, the rivalry and the competition is always fierce. So Dean Tighe here on the break, done really well there, shrugs them off, shows a good bit of power. Ball into the box, well defended by Edinburgh, so they're back out on the attack. So both teams are kind of adjusting to the breeze here. It is really strong. It's going right across the pitch. So shooting has been, good tackling there by the Gaels.
Held them up well.
Yeah, so travelling obviously over carrying by Dunedin Connollys. So this will be a chance for Jack O'Connor, I would expect, with his right foot to kick it out of his hands for the Gaels. So referee is giving his mark. So I think the Gaels need a score. It's probably been 10 minutes since their last score, so this will be good to get this score on the board and kind of get them back into the game.
You've had a few unlucky goal chances in the meantime.
Good score, well connected. So score at this time, Jen?
That's 1-2 to the Gaels, 1-5 to Dunedin Connollys.
Yeah, so 3 points in it. Just bounce of the ball. So decent enough crowd out here today. Obviously we've got Kerry and Tyrone on, I think, a 3:30 today, or 3:15. A lot of people have been watching that, but yeah, good crowd here today. Well fielded by number 9. He's had a good game. He started well for the Dunedin Connollys.
And again, as we said, a fair few new faces. His name is Sean Collins.
So Dunedin Connollys just working it down the line here. Number 5 started well as well. Good defence there. I think it was Jack O'Connor that got a hand in. Good stuff. I think referee might be taking his book out here. We slap in the head. So just handbags again. So I think number 7 is either getting a tick or he's going into the book here for the Dunedin Connollys. So conditions wise as well, we've been quite lucky the last probably 2, 3, 4 weeks in Scotland. It's been glorious, 25, 23, 21 degrees. And today it's probably taken a turn, and so it's very windy, a little bit chilly. We had a bit of rain here. We actually had a gazebo set up earlier on, but actually It blew into a garden behind us, so yeah.
It's kaput.
So Farrell Kenevi, Dean Tighe. It's a new player for the Gaels, number 7. It's free, so plays it quickly into, I think that's Liam Ryan. Throws a dummy, a little bit short. Keeper does well there to hold on to the ball. So Dunedin Connollys has done well working it out of the fence. Good shoulder there by the Glasgow Gaels. Not sure whether the assistant's given a free or a sideline. Play on anyway. So yeah, so Dunedin Connollys have done well working it out between probably from the goal up to maybe the Gaels 45 and the 45. From there on, the Gaels have done well to win back possession a few times. Yeah, and here on the ball does really well. Great run of the ball, plays a good ball in as well. Number 11 has a shot. That'll be a great score if it goes over. Yeah, great score there by Edinburgh. Worked well, kind of working out the fence. Number 10 for Dunedin as well, done well, got the ball back and played it in. Number 11 took a great score. So Glasgow on the attack here, took the quick kick out. Yeah, Gaels trying to move the ball quickly here, through the lines. So back around the halfway here. Shane O'Brien doing well, skips through. Number 6 off Glasgow Gaels, Paul Duffy, does well, throws a dummy. Yeah, really good defender there from Dunedin Connollys, so working the ball out.
They're reading the ball well.
Yeah, the kind of Gaels are struggling to get from the 45 to the 21 or to get into that shooting range to get a shot. Connollys are defending really, really well. So yeah, plenty of runners, plenty of options once they have the ball.
You can see they're keeping quite a few men back to be that option on the running break.
Yeah, in conditions like this it's tough, you know, it's because the ball won't travel as far and the kick pass sometimes isn't an option, so kind of walking through the hands is the safer bet. So sometimes the conditions can dictate the way you want to play. So free into Dunedin here. I think they'll just settle. I think number 11 maybe got a bang in the head there, so we'll just stop play to see how he's doing. So I don't know if this will be in their keeper's range. I think if he had the wind at his back he would have a go at it. We'll see if he comes up to take the free.
I think he is.
Yeah, referees moved it forward 13 metres. So I think we'll have the Dunedin Connollys keeper kick this off the ground unless the number 5 takes it quickly. He's put the ball down, so another opportunity for a score here for Dunedin. So yeah, we're probably 2 or 3 minutes before half time, so it'd be a good score to get here for Dunedin. Strikes it well, might be a little bit short. Keeper does really well for the Glasgow Gaels.
Square ball.
Well called by the ref and well watched.
Gaels are struggling to get the ball out in kick-outs and frees, so be interesting to see how they regroup in the second half.
Yeah. Liam Ryan here in the ball. Just playing it back into the middle to Paul Duffy, number 6. He's done well here. Strong as a bull, he's got a free here. Dunedin's don't seem happy, but yeah, I think he's dragging coming out. So.
Paul's been around a few years. He's captained the county as well, and he's won every competition here in Scotland that he's entered. So he's got a good pedigree.
Yeah, I see. When he joined the Gaels, he had a lovely set of black hair. So he's got a few grey hairs in there since. But yeah, he's been a great servant of Glasgow Gaels and Scotland GAA. He's been around for a number of years and played a number of different positions for the Gaels. He's midfield for a lot, but I definitely think his best position or the best football he's played has been a centre back for the Gaels. So well marked by Dunedin Connollys here are on the attack again to their number 8. Seems to get a bit of space. Number 13 through for Edinburgh, has a shot. That's another score for Dunedin Connollys. So they're playing well. They've been quite economical with their shooting as well. I think they've maybe had 1 or 2 wides, but most of their shots have been on target. So they're playing well.
It's back to 4-point deficit. So it's 1-6 Dunedin, 1-2 Glasgow Gaels.
Yeah, 4-point game. Plenty of pushing and shoving around the middle that we can't really see off camera, but it's a physical game, quite nutritional. So I think number 7 and number 5 are new players for the Gaels and seem to be settling in well. They're doing well there. So into the corner. Good defending again. So I was just trying to get that ball sticking in the full forward line. Maybe Gaels struggling a little bit. Number 7, that's a free into the Gaels. Well spotted by the referee. He's had a good game so far. So I'm not sure if Jack or Dean will kind of have a shot here. It is a little bit out into that breeze. As we said, it's going right across the pitch, so they'll be kind of kicking into the breeze. So we'll see whether they'll have a shot or whether they'll try and work it in. Edinburgh seems to have everybody back except for their 3 lads in the full forward line. So we have everybody but the 3 full forwards, 3 full backs and the goalkeeper in the Edinburgh half here. So Liam Ryan on the ball. Plays into this year's captain, Fergal Keneally, as well. So Gaels just trying to be patient, just waiting for the opportunity to get into the scoring zone to have a shot. A bit of trouble here. Referee, I think, is going to give a free in for a kick. Yeah, so well done. So this would be a good time for the Gaels to get a score just before half time. I think it is kickable. Probably have Jack O'Connor, number 17, who takes the frees on the left-hand side with his right foot. So yeah, referees taking them back.
This to put it 1 score difference.
Important score for the Gaels. Sets himself up. Connects well.
Wide.
Just wide.
Unfortunately. The wind is so changeable today that it could be one direction when you're going to kick it and another direction when the ball falls.
Yeah, it's difficult because depending on what side of the pitch you're on. So even if we're saying that Glasgow have a slight breeze, but if you're over on the kind of the other side, the far side of the pitch from us here, you're kicking in, you'll have a breeze at the back. Well gathered there by number 9. So important few minutes here just before half time. If Edinburgh can get another score before half time, they'd be very happy with their first half work. If Gaels can get a score, give them a little bit of confidence going into the second half. So number 2 is playing really well for Dunedin on the attack. Number 6 going through the lines here. It's done well, worked up a mark. This will be a really good score if it goes over. Yeah, an excellent score there by the Dunedin Connollys, working it really well. As we said, in these conditions, they'll be very economical, taking the score as well. So
And that's their number 6.
yeah, he's played really well. So Gaels going over to the other side of the pitch. So that's us at half time here. So Jen will give us an update of the half time score.
It's 1-7 to Dunedin Connollys, 1-2 Glasgow Gaels.
So 5 points of a difference. Good opening half, but all to play for in the second half. So we'll just take a wee break and we'll be back for the second half. Cheers. So Gales are just coming back now for the second half. And just a correction on the score, it's 1-8 to 1-2. Referee's update is on the score. We missed the free as our gazebo was flying behind us, so just a correction there. It's 1-8 to 1-2 to Dunedin Connollys. So as we said, the breeze is still the same across the pitch, but if there is any advantage, it's with Dunedin Connollys in the second half. We'll see if there's any changes. I'm just looking around and there doesn't seem to be any changes on the Dunedin Connollys teams. There is a change on the Glasgow Gaels team, so number 19, we'll get his name. So number 19 is Dean Ward, is in for the Gaels, and he's replaced, I think, number 5 of Glasgow Gaels, Aaron Davis, but I'll confirm that since we can get a look around. Everybody's on the pitch, so seems to be one change for the Gaels and no changes for Dunedin Connollys. So just waiting on the referee now. Mavana gets started again. Dunedin Connollys up by 6 points, so all to play for. Ball's up. Playing Glasgow Gaels. Ref giving a free in. Looking to move the ball quickly into the full forward line. Aaron Ashmore just a little bit slow there. Dunedin Connollys walking out number 5. They do have an advantage. So ball quick into the corner. Ball played. Good defence by the Gaels. Free into Dunedin Connollys. So keeper may come up and take this. Dunedin Connollys are going to take the free here. It's around the 45. He's told the keeper to go back in, so I think he's going to have a shot himself. This would be to go 7 points up. It's connected well. It's a really good score. Dunedin Connollys 1-9, Glasgow Gaels 1-2. So yeah, game's quite open. Both teams seem to start back the same shape, 15 on 15. Doesn't seem to be anyone dropping back so far. He's had a shot to keep her off his line into the number 13 with an open goal. Takes his point. Good score. Dunedin Connollys started well here in the second half. Glasgow Gaels struggling a little bit to retain possession on the kick out. They've been going long, so it looks as though Jack O'Connor is kind of coming into the middle of the park here to try and get some ball. There is good movement. Out to the wing. Guarded again by the Dunedin Connollys, are on the attack. Out to number 10, and Dunedin's going to have a shot here. It's just wide, just to the right hand side. It's well wide.
Not sure what the confusion was there.
No, I think Stevie Wonder would have seen that was wide, so I'm not sure if the Gaels are trying to change things up, because they do seem to be losing the midfield battle. Keeper looks to be going long again. Just past the 45. Number 9 has played really well from the leading Connollys in midfield, getting on plenty of ball.
That's Sean Collins, new this year.
Yeah, so Gaels around midfield, walking around to Jack O'Connor on the edge. Just keeping possession, looking for a bit of movement. The front forward line is taking on his man. Done well there, he's got a free. He's going to take his free. Done well there, there wasn't much on. Took his man on and won his free, so done well.
I think we should do a little shout out to the 260 people odd that are on the live stream, which is great numbers for our first time ever doing this.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so it's the most people I've ever spoken to anyway. 260 at the one time. I would say about 255 of them probably have me on mute, but yeah, no, it's a great initiative. That's a great score and a great kick, so good for Gaels to get that score. But yeah, it's a great initiative by Scotland GAA. Obviously, with clubs like the Glasgow Gaels and Dunedin Connollys, we have players that come and go, players that will play a few seasons with the club, maybe longer than that, but could move back home or could be in other parts of the world, so it's great to have that opportunity for them to kind of view the game and to see how the Gaels are doing. So yeah, great initiative by Scotland GAA.
I think too, all of these players will be from counties in Ireland for the most part, so they might have family and friends tuning in.
Yeah, I believe Jack O'Connor actually sent me a message today and told me that his mum and his dad, I think it was brother and sister, will be tuning in, so I'll give them a shout out today, and hopefully they're enjoying the game. I think Jack has played well, so yeah. So into middle of the park, well played by Dunedin Connollys. A bit of a scrap there, good pressure by the Gaels, but yeah, we pushing the back, so free to Dunedin Connollys here. They are up by 6, 7, 8 points now, so they may slow the ball down. So Brendan Parsons on the ball, probably brother of the best haircut in the GAA, Tom Parsons. Number 5 working his way up through the lines into the middle here. Number 8 has played well into the corner here. Conley's working it well across, getting into the scoring zone. Free in, yeah. Gaels disputing the free, but yeah, I think it was a fair enough call by the referee. Just challenge is a bit clumsy. So yeah, keeper's moved the referee's moved the forward here for obviously Gaels descent. The Suns actually came out here. Let's go up and need Connollys.
The discipline has been quite variable over the course of the match. More yellow cards, I think, than we're used to seeing, and some scrappy play.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to say. Obviously, this is the first competitive match for a lot of them. As you say that, Jen, a bit of a tumble on the floor. Yeah, conditions would probably be a factor in that. I would also say as well, it's the first competitive game as such for a lot of the guys this year, and obviously the rivalry there as well. The last time these teams played was a championship final where the Gaels were lucky enough to get over the line. So yeah, discipline is always something both teams can work on. Yeah, scrappy enough. I think the referee's done really well though.
And this, the number 7 for the Gaels has been on the ball quite a bit. Seems to be carrying a limp.
Yeah.
So we might see a change here. But that's Joe McKee. I think he plays for Glasgow University. So good to see.
So just sorry, Jan. There used to be a wee tussle here. Kind of both teams getting involved. Not sure what the referee will do. He might throw it up here. He may move it forward, or he might just stay with the free. Edinburgh have gone with a two-man full forward line here, just working up through the channels. Number 15 is kind of a link man, and number 10 as well. So yeah, Edinburgh have done well here, breaking the Glasgow Gael line again. Number 9 could be through here for a goal. Plays it through. Oh, good block there. Number 6 takes the score. It was a good score. Edinburgh moving the ball quickly, getting opportunities for themselves and taking the score. So current score at the moment is.
I have 111 to 1-3.
Yeah, so there's a small gap kind of development. Gaels will need to kind of get the next score. Ball out there, so it'll be a sideline ball here for Dunedin Connollys. So I'm not sure if he'll have a go here. I assume he'll kind of work it back and work it through the lines.
I think with the lead, they'll work it through the line.
Yeah, there's a bit of a gap now developing between the teams, so Glasgow will need to get a score. Dunedin can keep ball as such, which they've done. So around the halfway line here, just working across the pitch. Gaels are sitting quite deep, just around the 45.
You can see they've only got one up front.
Liam Ryan on the ball, right through to number 19, does well there. Out to Jack O'Connor. Paul Duffy. Gaels working well through the lines here, so it'll be important here to get a score. Jack done well there. Took a bit of a knock, but done well. Paul Duffy on the ball. Yeah, he was getting his jersey pulled there. So well spotted by the referee. We do have an Edinburgh player down kind of back at the Glasgow Gaels 45. So we may have a stoppage in play. Physios came on. Yeah, referee has stopped the play. I'm not sure who it is off Dunedin Connollys, can't see a number. Yeah, it's important that this one goes over for the Glasgow Gaels. There is a kind of gap development between the two teams. So it'd be good to get this score on the board and kind of get back into the game.
I think that's it's not Liam Salmon.
I think it's a head knock, so they'll take as long as he needs. Chance for the players to get a drink of water as well.
We had hurling out on the pitch earlier as well. We were meant to have a competitive match of Liverpool Wolf Tones, unfortunately couldn't field, so Ken Craigie was out in an in-house game this morning, so it was great to see hurling on the pitch before this.
Yeah, so just you'll know more than I will, Jen, about hurling in Scotland. So Ken Craig, how many years? They're obviously a new club in Scotland.
They are founded in 2019, so just fairly recent. And then obviously they survived COVID and came through it with fantastic numbers. So doing well.
Good score by the Gaels. And I think just to kind of give that a little bit more context as well, Scotland GAA or Count Craig actually represent Lancaster GAA, Lancashire GAA in the kind of junior All Ireland, and a lot of the boys from Count Craig, Glasgow Gaels and Edinburgh and Tyrconnell Harps as well actually represented them in Crow Park a few weeks ago, where they lost out narrowly to Monaghan GAA. So. Yeah.
And that was the Laurie Maher competition.
So Edinburgh on the attack here. I think that's Glasgow Gaels will take that. So they're working the ball up quickly through the lines. 8 points in it, Jen, or 7 points in it?
I have 111 to 1-4. So 111 for Dunedin and 1-4 for Glasgow Gaels.
7 points. So Paul Duffy on the attack here does well. Bull of a man, I think that's a free into the Gaels. He done really well there. I think he knew what he was doing. Experienced player, drew the foul. So I think Dean Tighe, number 11 for Glasgow Gaels, will take this free. So it's an important free for the Gaels. He normally kicks them off the ground, Stephen Cluxton-esque. So let's see if he's just. Yeah, it's a very good score. Good connection, straight over the bar. Good score by the Gaels. So that's 1-5 to 111. So six points in it. I think there's a change here. So we have Richie Stevenson coming on for the Glasgow Gaels in replace of number 7 of Glasgow Gaels. So Richie Stevenson's been around for a number of years.
Very experienced player.
Yeah.
From Lurgan and Armagh.
Good accounting as well, I believe. So yeah, it's good to see Richie on the pitch. He's been last number of years he's played this role for the club, where he's kind of came on the last 15-20 minutes, and he always contributes with a score or two. So a very good player to have in the Gaels ranks. Plenty of experience. Just dropped there by Shane O'Brien. So Edinburgh back on the attack. Really good movement up front by Dunedin Connollys, 2 full forwards, just walking up through the lines. Into the corner forward, very quick, difficult to mark. Good defence by the Gaels there, just dropped. So Shane O'Brien on the ball, Dean Tighe, yeah, Richie Stevenson on the wing as well. Jack O'Connor is making a burst through the middle, plays him in, does well. Richie Stevenson does well. Number 8. So Lee Shields, who's equipped himself really well today, in like potentially his first senior league final, playing it up. So I think it's Darren Ambrose. Good defence by Dunedin. Done well there.
I think this is Darren's last game for the Gaels.
Is he?
Yes, I think he's way back home. Very good player, Darren Ashmore.
Yeah, he had a really good season last year. Kind of came into his own last year in the British Championship. Had a good kind of end of season for the Gaels. So yeah, Dunedin Connollys seem to kind of, two men in attack and then they have two link men just sitting on the 45, and that really worked well for them today, walking through the lines. So back through to the keeper. No great rush by Dunedin. Plays the ball through. Done well there, number 4. Jack O'Connor working hard to get on the ball here. Does well. Great challenge. Really good defence there. Richie Stevenson gets on the ball. Swarmed by 2 Edinburgh players, free in. Gaels done well there. McCoy here bursting down the left hand side, looking for his options. Shane O'Brien off his shoulder, plays it in. Tenchi taking off the ball, but does well. Referee done well there. He played an advantage, no clear advantage, brings it back. Tenchi, the Edinburgh player, may go in the book here.
He's already on a yellow card, ain't he?
So I think it was actually a black there, Jen. So obviously a yellow and a black is equal to a red. I think it was potentially a check on the player, Shane O'Brien, who was bursting through. So Dunedin Connollys down to 14 men. So as we said, there's always never more than a kick in the ball between these two teams. So Dean Tyke here, difficult free into that breeze. Takes his time, composes himself. Connects well, but just wide, kind of breeze, pulled it across the goal. So still the same score, 1-5 to 1-11. And Dunedin Connollys up by 6 points. So Dunedin Connollys slowing the play down, but you wouldn't expect anything more of a team that's kind of 6 points in the lead. They'll use their experience here. So the subs that came on for the Gaels seem to make made a bit of a difference. The last 5 minutes there, they've done well.
And Dean Ward's been a good addition for them, number 19.
Yeah, he's done well. And on that, he wins the ball, Jen, well spotted. And plays into Jack O'Connor. Jack's been getting on a lot more ball as well. Just travelling. Yeah, probably a fair call by the referee there. So Edinburgh are looking to move it quick along the channels. Good defending there. Yeah, referee called it well there. Yeah, solid drag. So Niall Mavana's actually had a very good game here. Obviously it's a very competitive game to ref, but he's done really well. So Gael's just working it out. Richie Stevenson looking for the ball here on the wing. Has a bit of space, so he'll either take his man on or else he'll play a ball into the full forward line. Just working it across. Does well. Edinburgh seem to have no real space in the full forward line, so need to take a man on. Done well there. It's going to be a free out to Dunedin Connollys, lunging in there.
Seemed to be cross wires there as they went up.
Yeah, maybe a lack of options. Have noted the movement in Dunedin Connollys full forward line is really good. Sometimes with the Gaels it's been a little bit static. So just working it out here.
And it's because all of the teams will change personnel every single year. They're learning to play with each other again every single year.
Yeah, you have obviously within the structures within here, people coming over from work. We also get a lot of people coming over here to study, and they could be studying here for a year or two. You have people that might come over here for a year or two just working. So in terms of changeover, you could have like 10, 20, 30% of a changeover of personnel. I think for Glasgow and Dunedin as well, I think it's maybe been a change of management this year, so a lot of things to consider, a lot of finding out and figuring out to do for both teams. So number 7's done well from Dunedin. He's kind of sat back there and he's kind of covered a lot of gaps, played really well. So Dunedin Connollys probably just trying to take the sting out here. Out to number 4. Tenchi just keeping it along the channel. Gaels may have to push up here, just with the points difference. Brandon Parsons out to the wing. So number 5 has done really, really well for the Dunedin Connollys today. He's quite quick and he's kind of broken the line a few times. Just a wee slip there. Free out to the Gaels. Just an accidental trip. Well, handbags again. Referee will probably move it forward 13 metres. So Gaels are kind of looking to move the game, the ball as quickly as possible. Out here to Richie Stevenson on the left hand side. Damien McCoy is on the overlap. So Dunedin Connollys, as soon as the Gaels are breaking, they're bringing a lot of men back, just sitting in there. Paul Duffy breaks the line there. We took in the shoulder. Referees played the advantage. Well spotted by the ref again. So just a wee tug of the shoulder, free into the Gaels. So a very important score here. It's probably been 5, 6, 7 minutes since Dunedin have scored. So if the Gaels can get another score here, they'll reduce the deficit again. So 1-5 to 1-11. So this will bring it to 5 points. So Jack O'Connor, who will take this out of his hands. Nice to take them out of his hands. Dean normally kicks them off the floor, so just to reduce the deficit to 5 points. Takes his time. Connects well. It's a good score. Obviously it's only 21 metres out, but in these conditions that's a good score. So Gaels will regroup. Pushing up in the kick out now as well.
That's 111 to 1-6. The wind's starting to pick up again here.
Yeah, it's a stronger breeze. And so we dogfight in midfield there. Number 9, he's done well under the dirty ball today for Dunedin. Out to the number 5. It's a good challenge there. He done well there in the tight space. So number 4 back to number 5, working through the channels. So yeah, Dunedin Connollys probably looking to take this thing out of the game here. Parsons for Dunedin. It's a nice ball in. Lee Shields done really well there, get out in front. Number 13 is down again from Dunedin. Not a hand injury, so I presume the referee will play on. Out to Richie Stevenson. Stop the play. So referee stopped the play there. Because Gaels are in possession, they'll retain possession once you restart. So potentially maybe a head injury. I think it's the same guy that was down maybe 10 minutes ago. So 1-6 to 1-11, 5 points in it. Gaels have probably had their best patch in the game over the last kind of 5, 6, 7 minutes. Just looking at the sideline here, it doesn't seem to be any changes happening. Dunedin, Connollys on the other side seem to have 2 or 3 players warming up, so I may see a change on their side. So we have Dave McGovern, kind of Grace there of the Glasgow Gaels in there, just chatting to Dean Tighe, giving him a bit of advice.
Looks like Shane O'Brien is giving the lines person a bit of advice.
Normally we'd have an extra 40 people here at these games, and that's normally Shane O'Brien's family who always travel over for the big games, but they're probably at home licking their wounds after Galway got beat there last week. So Gaels just breaking down again. It's going to be free out to Dunedin Connollys just past the 45. So yeah, just working, keeping the ball here just between the 45 and the 21. So Gaels pushing up. A lot of men sitting around the kind of Dunedin 45. Just picking the right time at the pounce. But Dunedin are doing well there. I think that would be a Dunedin sideline here. Sun's starting, or attempting to come out as well, which is nice. So long ball in by Dunedin Connollys. That might fly back to the keeper. And the ball here, hand pass to Damien McCoy. Jack O'Connor is in a bit of space, he's free, but Damien McCoy is taking it on himself, walking down the left hand side here. Jack O'Connor into space, maybe looking for an option in the full forward line. Not much. Out to Shane O'Brien. So the Gaels are working across here. They'll look for the runners and try to kind of work their way in towards the Dunedin goal. Dunedin Connollys have a nice shape there, seem to have most things covered. Paul Duffy breaking through here, strong as a bull, does well. Gonna work it out again. Good challenge by the number 7. Out to Liam Ryan. That'll be a free in. So the Gaels working well there. They get this free, take it over, reduce the deficit to 4 points. Number 2 is down for Dunedin Connollys. I think potentially maybe a dead leg. So we'll get a little bit of attention.
Now these teams will meet again in the championship in a few months' time. The championship structure is a little bit different this year. The senior and intermediate teams are in the championship structure together for the first time. So give them a bit of experience of other teams, but also give the intermediate teams a bit of experience playing at a higher level.
So Jack O'Connor is successful from his last free. That's a good score. Referee's given that, the Winds carried that over. Dunedin are contesting it was wide, but from where I am, I think it was just over.
We need higher uprights there.
Unfortunately, in Clydebank, we don't have Hawkeye, so referee has given the point. So reduced deficit, I think it's 1-7 to 1-11 to Glasgow Gaels. So yeah, it's been a good start to the second half. So Dunedin Connollys here with the kick out. Keeper's gone long. Got it by Glasgow Gaels. Liam Ryan takes his mark. Plays it out to the right hand side. So Dean Tyke here working the ball in. Plays it into full forward. Darren does well. This year's captain Fergal Knievi. Referee's given the free again. So Glasgow Gaels are working the ball in. Discipline of Dunedin Connollys probably in the second half hasn't been as good as the first half. That's probably the last 3 or 4 scores from the Glasgow Gaels all came from frees. So we kind of said at the start of the game that there's always just a bounce or a kick of the ball between these. So if Jack O'Connor can score this free, it will reduce the deficit to 3 points. It's worth remembering as well, Dunedin Connollys had a man sent off. So Glasgow Gaels have a man advantage, but Dunedin Connollys are 4 points up. This will reduce the deficit to 3 points.
I think the score there is 111 to 17.
Yeah. 1-8 to 111, 3 points in, so just a kick of a ball. So Glasgow Gaels obviously with the man up, and it seems to have made a difference in this second half. So all to play for.
It seems what was happening to the Gaels in the first half is happening to Dunedin in the second half, a little losing the ball in midfield. Could be the conditions.
Yeah. So Glasgow Gaels have won another kick out here. So yeah, as Jen said, it's kind of changed. I think the referee spotted something off the ball there, so he's given a free in to Dunedin Connollys on the halfway line. Probably been 7, 8, 9 minutes since their last score, so they'd be looking to register another score just to kind of get the 4 points between the teams. You can never settle when you're just 3 points up in any game, because a goal can bring teams level. So number 8 in midfield here, back to the number 9, working his way through the lines. Midfielder looking to work it out wide. He's going to have a shot here. This would be a great score if it goes over. That's a wide ball. So the good things Edinburgh were doing in the first half, where they were very economical, working through the lines, they were kind of shooting within the scoring zone, probably changed in the last 10 minutes. So yeah, Glasgow Gaels kind of on top, but Edinburgh 3 points in the lead here. So Glasgow Gaels with the ball around the halfway line, just working up through the channels. Paul Duffy on the ball, he'll take his man on, try and beat the line. Out to Liam Ryan. So Edinburgh seem to have a good shape as well. Just Gaels trying to break that line, work the ball through. Fergal Knievy on the ball, played in the middle, Shane O'Brien. Liam Ryan plays it back to Glasgow Gaels, blocked. Edinburgh done well, good defending there, and they've won their free as well. Walking the ball out, they're moving the ball quickly. So Edinburgh just have the one man in the. Well won by the Glasgow Gaels. Could be a counter attack on here. Richie Stevenson always good for the score, very accurate. Oh, off the post, number 15. Oh, that's going to be a penalty to Glasgow Gaels, I think. Potentially a yellow card as well. So let's see if the referee is given. So yeah, I think let's see if the referee is given before we. So yeah, referee's given the penalty. It will be Jack O'Connor who will step up to take the penalty for the Gaels. So this will bring the game level if he can score this. So Jack O'Connor stepping up. A nation holds its breath. Good score by Jack O'Connor. Referee went the wrong way. So we're all level here at the Clydebank Sports Hub in Glasgow. Fantastic game for the neutral. All level in the melting pot, all to play for. Glasgow Gaels 2-8. Dunedin Connollys 1-11.
I think too we'll do a check with the referee and make sure we're on the right score as well.
Oh, well won by the number 9. He's through here. Good challenge. Referee is giving a free out to the Glasgow Gaels for travelling. Hold the line. Glasgow Gaels are looking to move the ball quickly. Richie Stevenson, who's done well since he came on the ball. Looking up, takes his man on, does well. Referee's playing the advantage. Played into Shane O'Ryan in the middle of the park. That's a high challenge. That could be a booking as well, just kind of around the shoulder. So really good second half here. Really good advertisement for Scottish football. Yeah, so referee's going to get the yellow here for the high challenge. So yeah, the subs for the Glasgow Gaels have made a really big difference, and obviously the man that was sent off for Dunedin Connollys kind of at the start of the second half. And just moving the free back. Referee just having a word with his assistant here. Probably a little bit off the ball that he's going to have a word with both players. But yeah, referee's done really well. In a tough game to ref. So yeah, we have number 19 for Glasgow Gaels on the ball. So Jen's just gone down to confirm the score for us, just to make sure we have the right score for everybody. So the referee, I think, to move the ball forward, which could be in scoring range for Dean here.
So correction, I think, from the referee is 2-8 to 1-12.
2-8 to 1-12.
So it's still a point in it.
Dunedin Connollys still up by points at the red card. Another red card for Dunedin Connollys, number 9. So the referee assistant went in there and he had a word with him. Obviously saw something off the ball which resulted in a red card for Dunedin Connollys. So Dunedin Connollys actually down to 13 men, but they're a point up. So yeah, Dean was just trying to move the ball forward there. So the Gaels are going to maintain possession here, working the ball back. Dunedin Connollys have everybody sitting back. Furthest man forward is their number 13 here that's going to tackle. Dean gets in front, takes the hit, done well there. Orvin carrying, good defence by Dunedin Connollys. So a great match here. Dunedin Connollys up by a point, all to play for. 2-8 to 1-12. Dunedin Connollys up by a point. Dunedin Connollys down to 13 men. 2 men sent off here in the second half. So they'll probably try and keep possession. It's difficult to know what to do when you're down to 13 men. Plays the ball in. Does well. Number 21 done well there. Scores on. It's opened up from around the 21. That's going to be a free in, yeah. So this free will put Dunedin Connollys 2 points up. So they'll probably slow it down here. It's been a while since they got a score, so this is a good opportunity for Dunedin Connollys to bring it to 2 points. So yeah, number 21 off Dunedin Connollys done well there to kind of get the ball and take his man on. Yeah, so free's over. So we have 113 to 2-8. Dunedin Connollys up by 2 points. They've brought everybody back. So you'll see here the Glasgow Gaels kind of have free reign to move it forward. Probably past the halfway line before Dunedin Connollys will attempt a challenge. But obviously they're trying to counteract the 2 men they had sent off. So Duffy on the ball for Glasgow Gaels. 2 points in it. High tackle there. Referees played the advantage. Jack O'Connor's made a good run there. Paul Duffy still on the ball. Damien Kai's on the inside. Darren Ashmore on the ball. Played it in. Back to Darren Ashmore. As well there. Plays the 1-2. Liam Ryan on the ball through with the Gaels. This will be a good score if it goes over. That's a good score by the Gaels. Just a point in it now. Point in it, all the play for a good score by the Gaels. So number 19 potentially may go in the book. I didn't see anything, but obviously the referee spotted. He's given the yellow for a high challenge. So yeah, plenty of red and yellow cards here today. Referee's being busy. He might have a sore shoulder when he gets home tonight. But it's been a great advertisement for Scottish football here. Point in it, all the play for Dunedin Connollys down to 13 men. Keeper goes long. The dogfight in there. Referee, yep, kicked. So he's going to give a free into Glasgow Gaels. Moved it quickly. Richie Stevens in a little bit of space here on the left hand side. Oh, bad hand pass. Hard look. Glasgow Gaels win it back. Number 19 on the ball into Richie Stevenson. That's going to be a full jersey. That's going to be it's a free out. So, not sure why. Obviously the referee has spotted something. So it'll be a free out for Dunedin Connollys. They'll take their time here. Actually they haven't. They've moved the forward to number 8. They have one man in the full forward line. He's got the ball here. Good defence again by the Gaels. Damien McCoy in the ball for the Gaels. Number 14 for the Gaels. So obviously Edinburgh brought all their men back. Bit of a dogfight here. Dunedin Connollys done well to work it out there. Back to number 5's had a very good game here today for Dunedin Connollys. So Dunedin Connollys down to 13 men. Good defence by the Gaels who are swarming there. Liam Ryan on the ball to Paul Duffy on the right hand side. Working the ball in. Liam Ryan on the overlap, plays it in. Referee will probably down number 5 maybe. This to equalise for Gaels. Oh. I think referee's gonna have. I think a referee may have a word with number 7 or number 10 of Glasgow Gaels. Let's see what he's gonna do here. So yeah, it's getting tense here. Only a point in it. All to play for. So it's gonna be 45 here. Dean Tighe will put the ball down into the breeze. So extremely difficult kick. He'll probably just look to get it in around the house. Not long left to play here. Takes his time. Connects really well. This will be a great score if it goes over. Gaels need to watch the square ball. Glasgow Gaels work it out. There's Dunedin Connollys with the win. So a good win for Dunedin Connollys. Very good advertising for Scottish football. Dunedin Connollys win the game. Final score, Jen?
113 to 2-9.
Yeah, 113 to 2-9. So a 1 point victory from Dunedin Connollys. So on behalf of Jen and I, just thanks very, very much for everyone that signed in today, and thank you.
Never seen a ref call it like that. Jen, did you see that? Absolute disgrace of refereeing. Fucking disgrace.